island, bro, niggas get lost. Baby, come here, hit the floor, yeah. Oh, y'all niggas better beware, cause I'm coming for yours. When money involved, I look at it all. Baby, you know that I'm next, yeah.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be on how to start a YouTube channel. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you should, because I do most of my poll type questions situations on Instagram, or I normally go on Twitter. So follow me on Instagram and Twitter so you can keep up with me when I'm not on YouTube. So I asked the question if you guys wanted to see this video, so here it is. Majority of you guys voted for this. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I will be glad to have you as one of my brand babies, be a part of the family. And yeah, so let's get started on this video. So I've been on YouTube for a year now, and a year and several months, since last March actually. And I feel like I have some tips and tricks that I could actually show or tell you guys that will help you starting your channel. I'm still a small YouTuber, so what a better way to learn from a small YouTuber. And also I was in the transition of the new rules and regulations when it came to YouTube, or the beginning of this year, and the change that YouTube has done. So I feel like I could, you know, give you some tips and tricks so you can get going. And plus, I wasn't as consistent as I needed to be in the beginning, so you know that has to do with being a part of, you know, being successful as a YouTuber. So let's get started on my tips and tricks. So my first tip is to create your channel name. So when you create your channel name, you want it to be something that is simple, straight to the point, and you also want it to be less complicated so people can actually find you on YouTube. So my channel name is Branded by K. So the way that I went about creating my name, channel name, is making sure that it is memorable and it stands out, and it's also representing me at the same time. Because I'm on a journey of branding myself, I thought, well, hey, maybe I can call my channel name Branded by K. You know what I'm saying? So it makes sense. I'm branding myself, I'm putting myself out there, so I'm creating a channel that is in a representation of me. So that's what I want you guys to do. Try to create a channel that represents you, and it's easy for you to grab your audience through your name as well. So that's tip number one. Okay, so the second tip that I have for you guys is knowing what kind of content you want to create to drag your audience in. So make sure that you let your audience know what type of content you will be creating in the beginning of starting your channel. So if you're going to be starting a food channel or a beauty channel or a fashion channel, you want to let your audience know that. So the way that I let my audience know what type of videos I'm going to be creating is in my banner. And the banner is the big part of your channel. So you want to that's your focal point, or your first impression. Actually, your first impression is your banner and how your channel is set up. So I let my audience know that I will be creating beauty, lifestyle, and vlogs on my channel. I haven't done any vlogs yet, but I do want to incorporate those in my channel. So I let everyone know that by my banner. And so the third thing I want to talk about is your equipment or your tools that you're going to be using for pushing out your videos. So when I first started, I used I believe it was a Galaxy phone. It was a Galaxy phone, which at the time was the only thing I had, was a Galaxy phone. My lighting at the time was a lamp, one of those college lamps that have like the 3 different bulbs that you put in there, and then another lamp that I got from the flea market. So I had those are the only things that I had on my channel. So I did what I could with what I had, and that's what you want to do. You don't have to go and buy lighting and cameras. You can just use your phone. Nowadays, majority of everyone has a iPhone, so you can use your iPhone to record on, and you can also use your Android. Now, if you're using your Android to record, your videos on. My advice is to use Power Director as a editing app. It worked well for me. My first 3 videos was using the Power Director app. You would have to pay for the watermark to be taken off, but it's like what, $3 to $5 for that to be taken off, so not too expensive. But that was the tool that I used when I first started. And if you're using an iPhone, of course you would use iMovie to record your video. Now, if you're going to be using a camera, I suggest you get a camera that has Wi-Fi. That way you can transfer your video files over to your phone and it'd be easier that way. If it doesn't have Wi-Fi, I have a Canon T5i, so it doesn't have Wi-Fi, so I have to transfer my clips or my videos that I've created onto a desktop computer, from my understanding, because I don't know anything other than that. So I take my files from my camera and put them on the laptop. So I have a Canon T5i, so you can use your iPhone, your Android, your camera. My camera I specifically got from QVC, and I make payments on my camera, so it was just easier to do it that way, in an inexpensive way to purchase a camera for me at the time. So if you want to, you can actually go to either a pawn shop. You can also go on OfferUp or Facebook Marketplace, and people are selling these type of items on there, and that goes for a MacBook or a Windows computer. So my 4th video on up to my Valentine's Day video is where I use I switched over to using Windows Movie Maker because I bought my Canon T5i at that point, and that's what I used to edit my videos at the time. So you can use the Windows Movie Maker to edit your videos as well. It works really good. You can go check out those videos and see how I edit my videos at that time. It wasn't too horrible. Some people don't like it, but it was just simple, straight to the point, and I didn't have to pay extra just to edit a video and get it pushed out onto YouTube. If you want to purchase lighting, I suggest going on to Amazon. I bought my ring light from Amazon, and it was really at a decent price. It was probably like $150 to $80, $150 to $180. So I found that to be inexpensive at the time that I purchased it. You don't have to. You can use whatever you have at home, but I just wanted better quality for my channel, and I bought the ring light. And the ring light that I have is the newer ring light, and everything that I'm mentioning as far as anything that I purchased, like the ring light and the camera, it's always linked down below. If you guys wanted to check it out, it's always linked down below. And yeah, so umbrella lights that I use are the Lemo Studio umbrella lights, and it came with 2 stands, of course the umbrellas, and, well, it came with 3 stands and of course the umbrellas. And I used to use the 3rd stand to put my ring light on, but now I use a stand that we made to put on my desk, and that's what I record from. So the umbrella lights, they're really inexpensive as well. I think I purchased mine for like 60 bucks on Amazon, so really inexpensive. If you're ready to move on to purchasing, I would very much advise you to go on Amazon and purchase your items from there, because it's inexpensive as F. AF, okay? In your videos, underneath your description bar, after you've typed everything for your description bar, you have a tab section. You're going to want to make sure you tag whatever you are talking about and whatever you are using in the video. So say for instance, if I was using ColourPop lipstick, I would tag ColourPop underneath that in that tag bar as something that I was using. So I would just put ColourPop Stingray or something like that as the lippy that I use in the video. And so anytime that someone goes on YouTube and type in "It's My Ray Ray" or or Stingray ColourPop lippy, my video will possibly pop up on the first page of YouTube. So that's how you get your views. Now let's talk about views, since we're on that topic. So now YouTube has changed their rules to where you have to have 10,000 total views on your channel. Now, if you are worried about that, I will think of it like this. Create 100 videos and try your best to get 100 views on each video, which will help you equal 10,000 views total. However, you do not know which videos people are going to like the most. So that was my issue. I didn't know who was gonna, I mean, you know, I don't really know who's gonna click on the video or what video is gonna be more popular, or if it is gonna become popular. I have 2 videos that's on my channel now that I never thought would actually become the actual views of my channel. That's where my 10,000 views came from, the 2 videos. So say for instance, if I wanted to do a video on the new Morphe palette, the 3502 palette, I want to title it using the Morphe 3502 palette because it was popular at that time. So you want to create your title to go around what is popular on YouTube. So how-to videos are the most popular on YouTube because anytime someone is coming to YouTube, they're always typing in how to do this. So your best bet is to create videos or titles to your videos that says how to create something, because that will get you your most views. Your how-to videos will get you your most views. If you love what you do, or if you love creating, you are passionate about it, you would do it without any excuses, basically. So you want to just make sure that you are consistent. Do not leave your audience waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, because you will lose them. And that's just what it is. You will lose them. Everybody knows this. Be yourself. Be who you are. Be your own person, because definitely can tell the real from the fake. So be yourself, be vibrant, be extra, whatever you are, just be it and do it. Be you, okay? So the next topic I'm going to talk about is thumbnails and banners. I personally use PicMonkey to edit my thumbnails. It works really good for me. And the big tip that I could give you guys is making sure your thumbnail is vibrant as possible, and it's basically your first impression of what your video is going to be about besides your title. So you can put your title in there, give little hints, a little bit of what your video is going to be about. Put OMG and some emojis or something like that, but you want it to stand out and you want it to be something that people are going to be gravitated towards clicking on. So yeah guys, that's all the tips and tricks and advice that I have for you guys for starting your YouTube channel. I hope this helped you guys. And if you have any questions or any thing that you want me to go in detail about as far as in a video, or if you want me just to answer a question for you down below, just let me know and I'll answer you guys' questions in the comment section. Just let me know. Just let me know. And I'll be sure to do that. Give this video a thumbs up and go ahead and share it if you liked it. And also don't forget to subscribe and become one of my brand babies. I'll be glad to have you a part of the family. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.